Good afternoon, and it is 12 o'clock on Monday, so therefore you are creating your healthy truth with Barb. And I'm so happy that you're here. And I wanted to keep the education train going. I wanted to share some of my valuable resources with you because I learn a lot from these groups and these individuals. And in order for you to really understand how important it is to make changes in your lifestyle, you really need to know what's at stake. And these people spell it out in spades, okay? So I wanted to share them with you so you would, because you're not going to really, I never looked up these organizations until I got into this line of work. I never really thought about it, didn't care about it, but now that I know what I know, I'm always looking things up on these sites. So I wanted to share this with you. I will also post it over in the Creating Your Healthy Truth group, and I will have a file that I will put in there that you'll be able to see and download or copy, whichever you prefer. So the first one I wanted to share with you is the Environmental Working Group, EWG. They are a great resource for food, environmental toxins. They're all over it. And this one, they do the clean 15 and the dirty 12. So here's what I have for you and this is in terms of vegetables and fruits, okay? So it's not the dirty 12, it's the dirty dozen. I said it backwards, so it threw me off. So anyway, for the dirty dozen, strawberries is the #1 pesticide-laden fruit. Okay, so you really have to buy these organic. Well, anything that's on the dirty list, you really need to buy organic because they are on here because they have pesticides. So you don't want to be eating pesticides. And it's not just, oh, you think, well, it's this one time. If you keep buying these foods and they're not organic, it builds up over time, and then before you know it, you're sick. So strawberries is #1. Spinach is #2. How about that one? Kale is #3. Oh my goodness. That's like the best nutrient-dense plant on the planet. So you definitely got to buy this one organic. Nectarines, #4. Apples, #5. Now, apples used to be #1, okay? And these ones are now getting ahead of them. So I don't know what that says, except there's a lot of pesticides going on out there. Grapes is #6. Peaches is #7. Cherries are #8. Hey, Nikki, how you doing, girl? Pears is #9. You probably like this, Nikki. Tomatoes is #10. Celery is #11, and potatoes are #12. So for those of you who just jumped on, hey, Kath, I was just talking about groups of valuable resources that I turn to get the real deal on food. An Environmental Working Group is one of them. I'll put them all on a document, and I'll upload them into my group, Creating Your Healthy Truth with Barb. So if you're not a member yet, go over there. Request to join, because that's where I put all the stuff, and you can download, take it, copy it, whatever. So #1 was strawberries. So this means that these are pesticide-laden foods, okay? You don't want to be eating poison. So strawberries are #1, spinach #2, kale #3, nectarines #4, 5 is apples, grapes are 6, 7 are peaches, cherries are 8, pears are 9, tomatoes are 10, celery is 11, and potatoes is 12. So these foods really need to be bought organic. And also, some of these are also genetically modified. Like I know tomatoes are, potatoes, apples. So you need to buy them organic anyway, okay? So now the clean 15, the ones that, and some of these you don't necessarily have to buy organic. I know avocados you don't need to buy organic. But anyway, I'm going to go through the list in order. Avocados is 1, sweet corn is 2, pineapple is 3, onions are 4, papaya is 5, Papaya is also genetically modified, so that you'd have to get organic for sure. Sweet peas are 6, eggplant is 7, asparagus is 8, cauliflower is 9, cantaloupe is 10. If I cantaloupe, what will my honey do? I don't know. Couldn't help that one, guys. 11 is broccoli. 12 is mushrooms. 13 is cabbage. 14 is honeydew. I won't do it again, I promise. And 15 is kiwi. Okay, so this is the clean 15. Some of these, double check it, but you should buy organic because I know papaya is genetically modified. Cabbage, I'm not sure about. Sweet peas might be. So just double check me on that. So anyway, they are at ewg.org. As I said, I'll put these on a document and post them in the group, and you can download it at your leisure. And they put this out every year, Environmental Working Group. So my next one is Dr. Mark Hyman, Hyman. He was one of my teachers in school, and I love this guy. He is all over it. He actually went up to Congress to, try to plead with them to start, stop spraying these foods, and because it's crazy, The FDA and our government, they're doing all this to our food, and then people are getting sick, and it's crazy. Just to give you one example, I just had to do this. I'm going to go off track for a minute. I was listening to my girl, Vanny Harry, who's the food babe. She's also on my list. And she was telling us, like, Gatorade is really garbage drink. You shouldn't eat Gatorade. Hey, Mike. Hey, Jean. You shouldn't drink Gatorade because it's loaded with red dye, blue dye, caramel coloring. These are all carcinogenics, but yet every sports group, they're bringing cases of Gatorade to their kids' soccer games, and just makes me crazy. But anyway, so did you know that the UK and Europe ban any kind of dyes or chemicals in their food? Okay. And they make, because they couldn't sell their Gatorade in Europe, they made a special one just for them, where it's colored with black carrots and beta carotene. That's how they get the coloring into it. But meanwhile, they still make for us the chemical-laden version, because our government lets them do it. So it's really an atrocity what goes on. But these are the things that I want you to learn and to know so you can make better choices, because it's amazing what goes on. Okay, now I got to get back on track again. But Dr. Hyman is wonderful. He has Mark's Picks every Friday. You should subscribe to his email. And he gives case studies and examples. And he's just a wonderful guy. I love him. The Food Babe, which I used in one of my Facebook Lives earlier on, she's the one that goes after these companies like Kraft Macaroni and Cheese. They were making a special version for the UK and Europe too, because of the color, the food coloring and the dyes and everything that was in it. But we still get the old, oh no, this time she sat on their stepman until they talked with her, and they changed their, the ingredients in the one that's here. So we need to get on Gatorade's butt and get them to do the same thing. So that's the Food Babe, cheffoodbabe.com, and gmwatch.org is another one. Hey, Benjamin, how are you? That I highly recommend. This is all around the genetically modification of our foods. More and more foods are getting added to the list, and we're eating poison, plain and simple, and it's ripping up our guts, making us sick, then our brain gets sick. It's just a mess. So that they keep up to date on all the new things that are happening. Hey, Dina. So I highly recommend gmwatch.org. Like I said, I will have these on a document in our group, Creating Your Healthy Truth. Creating Your Healthy Truth with Barb. And you can download it. And if you want to become a member of the group, there's no obligations. You can just ask to join, answer a couple questions, because I really want people in that group that really want to have the information and really want to learn. Okay. Hi. you know, you can go over there and then request to join. I'll let you in. So that's GM Watch. Food Revolution, Ocean Robbins and his father, John Robbins, I believe his dad's name is. I pay to belong to this group. I think it's like $250 a year. But they give you the latest films that are being made, the documentaries. Hey, Elaine, how are you? That are being made around food. And these would like blow your mind. And all kinds of recipes and lot of informational documents, articles you can get on there. It's really worth it. And that's where I learned. It's like continuing education for me, all these resources. So a lot of what I'm sharing with you, I've learned from all of them. So it would behoove you to check this out, because it's, I mean, I know I'm going to sound dramatic. Please forgive me, but it really is a matter of life and death. You know, I mean, you're going to get, if you keep eating the standard American diet, you will get sick. You can't avoid it because of all the crap that's in the food. So I'll shorten my rant, okay? So an interconnected series, they do, that's Pedram Soji. I mean, I will put this in the document, but he does summits, and a summit is where he gathers a lot of doctors and people in the know around the world who are treating specific, hey Linda, specific diseases, whether it's autism, depression, anxiety, autoimmune diseases. I mean, you name it, he brings them on. And they talk about the impact of food and how it's helping to create these diseases and the inflammation and everything that people come down with. I mean, it is staggering. And when people change their diets, it reverses. If you're lucky enough to catch it in time. Hey, Laura, if you're lucky enough to catch it in time, you can reverse it. So I don't want this to sound like it's like a death sentence for you. You can change what you're eating and you can reverse most diseases. So I want you to know that. But every now and like they just did a rerun of a summit they did last summer, and it was amazing. And they did another one on oral health for dentists, because you know your oral health has everything to do with what's going on in your body too. I mean, we can't get out of this, gang, without doing something good for ourselves. You know what I mean? Whether it's oral hygiene, gut hygiene, you know, it's just forget about it. You just got to do it. So, hey, Laura. So I'm going to put these in the document for those of you just hopped on late. I do have a group called Creating Your Healthy Truth with Barb. Request to become a member and I will let you in, because pretty soon I'm not going to be doing these lives on my personal page. So we're trying to build a group. We're trying to get a happy, healthy movement going here. You know what I mean? Like for everybody to go on this train together and let's make some changes, you know, feel good, share your experiences, share your recipes. I put videos up there, and I have a girl, Lois, who's going to be doing fitness. And so stay tuned. So I'm pushing my group here. You don't have to pay anything. It's all free. We all share. So you know what I mean? It's I want you all to get healthy and not have to go through what I see a lot of these other people going through. Okay. So I got to sign off. I got a class I got to hop on. So have an awesome day. It was great being with you. I'll be back again on Thursday. And if anybody has any questions at all about anything, post them in the comments. I'm happy to answer, you know. And, you know, if you're having a question, don't go away with it. Leave it, okay? And it may benefit someone else too, okay? So have an awesome day. Mwah. And see you Thursday at noon. Bye.